So UFC 247's coming up, and I have to admit, when I first heard the card a couple months ago, I wasn't excited at all. And actually, now I am. I've been looking into it and researching a lot of things as it's gotten closer. And I got to tell you, Dominic Reyes, I really think he has a shot if he does one thing. 70% of winning this fight, in my opinion, for Dominic Reyes is whether or not he can stop the oblique kick, use lateral movement, and control the distance. That's what John Jones has done for a long time now. He keeps you out with that kick. I don't like that kick. It's legal. It's fine. I don't like it. But it is a legal kick, and he's good at it. He uses that, the push kick. Then he's got that long reach. He starts throwing his shots. And then pretty soon you see a flying knee or a spinning elbow, because he's completely got you stuck at his distance and his timing. That's what Dominic Reyes, in my opinion, has to overcome. Lateral movement, feinting, getting in, and making him pay when he misses an oblique kick or a front push kick. I feel like he can have a shot. And I also think, he's confident, he's young, he's undefeated. He's tall. He's good athlete. He's done wrestling. He's done football. I feel like he's the next generation that's moving in. I think that's a big deal, and I'm really looking forward to that. Control that area. The fight, the co-main event, I'm not as excited about. Caitlin Chukagian, I think she's good. I think she's deserves a shot, but Valentina Shevchenko is on another level. And, she's right there with Amanda Nunes. A lot of people thought she won that second fight. That's saying a lot. And she's quite a bit smaller than Amanda Nunes when you really look at it. She's easy at 25. And Nunes can definitely, fight 35, 45, and I think 35 sometimes is a little bit of a stretch for her, or a little bit of a hard cut, which is fine. But in this fight, I really think with Shevchenko, she's such a great counter striker. And Caitlin Chukagian, is going to move. She likes a lot of movement, try and outpoint you, and almost like a point sparring match. I think that could cause it to be boring, unless both fighters really work, to make it a fight. It could be boring. It could, not be as, dynamic as we hope for. The thing that's really, the other thing that has me on this is I really think that Shevchenko's ground game is very strong. And Chukagian's a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So, nothing to take away from her at all. But I think if Shevchenko gets her down, she can control the positions and work from there and not get submitted, not get taken out of the fight. And so, that becomes, really a recipe for what could be a boring fight. Hope I'm wrong. And I'm hoping that Dominic Reyes and John Jones is a good fight. I'm hoping it could be a boring fight. A lot of John Jones fights, when he just controls distance and he does it, it's a great strategy. Taking nothing away from him as a fighter. He's doing a great job, and he's doing exactly what he needs to do to win. But I do have to say, it's not the most exciting style in the world. It's not the most fun. I personally don't like the oblique kick for a lot of reasons. I think it stalls the fight. It's just not an exciting thing. And, I don't like it mainly because a lot of people get hurt from it. And serious injury, something we all want to avoid. We don't want to see it happen to the fighters that we want to, we don't get to see them fight for a long period of time. I love heel hooks. I'm a leg lock freak, have been for 30 years, and But I don't like when Husamar Palhares was holding them for too long and hurting people. Then you're saying you need to step in and do something about that and change this. Oblique kicks, they're legal, they work, but not exactly, my favorite move. But I really am looking forward. I think it's going to be February 8th is going to be good fights. I'm not making any predictions on these. These are too tough. Well, I would take Shevchenko all day long. She's just so dominant. But as far as John Jones, I don't know. I could see an upset, but I wouldn't bet on it, and that's my main point there. But I'm really hoping that we get an amazing back and forth in both those fights, and it's fun. And so, that's my hope for those. I mean, the UFC is doing a great job. The year's off to a bang with big names and big fights, and I think that's going to continue for most of the year. I mean, it's what it looks like, and hopefully we're getting Cormier and Miocic 3, and although I've heard now there's some gamesmanship where Miocic is talking about wanting a big fight, so maybe not fighting Cormier. I don't know, but I think no matter what, we've got a lot of big fights this year. I think Ngannou and Rozenstruik is big. Of course, Beaver Tony is big. I mean, down the line, there's just a ton of great fights coming up. I'm really looking forward to Joanna and Weili Zhang. I think that's going to be a knockdown, drag out. I think that is going to be a crazy fight. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be on the feet, and I think it's going to have a lot of action. And I think it's going to could be, has potential to be the fight of the year. And we'll just see if it pans out that way. So, but anyway, really looking forward to 247. I hope you are too. Please like and subscribe to my channel here. I'm just getting started. Been doing this for less than a week. But I'm having fun with it. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos. Might even do some with other people. Might even do some interviews. Yeah, it depends on where things go. But we're going to definitely work really hard at making this something that's fun and entertaining for you people. And I've got all over my channel, if you look down, I've got old competitions of some of my students and some technique demonstrations, things like that. So, but mainly on here right now, I'm just trying to get into the making videos and things like that. And I hope you enjoy them.